Welcome to Vet Talk. I am your host, Heath Ryan Doi, and this is my co-host.
Mike Benge, how's it going? Just doing the captain stance,
There you go.
Captain Morgan, for all you guys that drink.
Oh, what the fuck? Well, that sucks. Start getting on your topic, and I have to reload everything up again.
Okay. You want me to start?
Yep, go right
Okay.
ahead and start.
So, well, what I've done, I've contacted a pin company. I've made a proof image, something. It's something between my son and I that he's loved Halo since day one, and so have I. That's one of the things we grew up with. So I made a limited edition of 117. So I'm sending some to my son and for myself, and I'm gonna have Heath put the proof on the site. And then once that's up there, if you guys want it, that's going to be our jump start. I think that's going to be our jump start for other things as well. Um, and then yesterday, I actually contacted two card companies. I know one's Bicycle and the other one's in Europe. I forgot what it was, but for the shut the fuck up, Carl playing cards, and we'll see what we can. I would love it if you guys have other memes you want to throw in there. It would be awesome if you would, so that they can show, so we have, if there's anything that you guys have in there, it doesn't matter if it's pictures from your old unit or whatever, I'll be more than happy to put it in there and put that as part of Shut the Fuck Up Carl for the cards. And for coins and other pins as well, I'm going to be Heath's going to see the proofs, and then he can put them up on there. And I would ask if you guys want to get in on them, like maybe put a $3 deposit for anything that we do. We just say just a $3 deposit, so that it'll defer the cost for me, because I'll be paying this out of pocket as well, so that anything that we do have profits with is going to go towards his equipment and my equipment. I just got a brand new laptop. My dad just said, you can have it. I don't like it because it has Windows, whatever it was. He doesn't like it when it came pre-programmed with stuff, and he didn't appreciate it. So he said, I just bought it. I don't like it and today I'll be actually going through and booting mine up to make sure I can do everything else. And then also I had an older gentleman, uh, when I was coming back from my airport from my Social Security disability thing. He gave me a card, the envelope from the Mercury, from the first flight for the astronauts, because I was wearing my NASA hoodie, which I love very much. And he was shocked to see, that I knew. But I said, yeah, the first thing in space was the monkey from Russia, Sputnik 2, and then of course the dog from. No, we did the monkey, and that's what I said first. I said, he goes, no, 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 no. February 22nd is the is the first manned space flight, and I knew what that was. So, but I was like, well, no, monkey was sent to in space first. But that was cool. And I told him the dog was from Russia, Sputnik 2. So, but that right there, he was a pretty good guy, and everything else. You want to say? So, thank you, Dad. And so we'll be hopefully looking forward to doing other things, and 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 uh, and I told them that I do a podcast, so I'm gonna put him on there. So make sure, and it made my day. So all right, go ahead, Heath. And by the way, everybody, please throw in your pictures. I'm gonna turn it into a meme. Like I said, military, or I don't want to make fun of Hi Chibi, make fun of dependents. That was, of course, Nurse Chibi. She does her thing. So, so just hopefully we can get started so we can get better equipment and better things. So Heath, please take it away.
Alright, so we got comments. Jonathan Green says it was good, bro. George Ian Genius says, hold on. Says, it's good. I just watched episode 5, not too shabby. Yeah, I get really into it. I'm a fucking beast on this damn camera, man. Ryan Clark says, I think most of the improvements are the video and sound quality, but what will come as you grow and practice, or that will come as you grow and practice.
Yeah, that is.
Also, he said he was willing to buy a shirt. He's XL tall. So when I get that logo back redone, hopefully I'll be able to submit that in.
Okay. God damn, that thing's heavy.
So we'll have that through have that. Jorge Lopez says good points, and sure I would for the for episode 5 that I just brought up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Anonymous says,
We are anonymous.
I thought you had some good points and advice. I really enjoyed listening.
I'm hoping to find out here real shortly. So especially from the VA side, when it comes to, because I gotta actually make an appointment for about buying a house. So since the biggest contention is right now, you can get a house that's already made and ready to move in. What if you want to build a house? So that's what I want to do, and that's why I want to get those seed containers. And I mean, hell, really, I could hire professionals to install the plumbing and the electrical, that kind of stuff. So for insurance reasons, I don't want to have like Joe Schmo or me, somebody off of Craigslist. I need somebody that's certified. So yeah, I want to put all that and see if that's going to be in the cost. If you guys have any questions about, like what you need to do to get your VA certificate home loan, let me know, and I'm going to research that and ask questions as well, because you get a certificate so you can go buy a house. But what if I want to get stuff for a house that's not built yet? And if it's just materials and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be finding out starting next week as well, because I already sent off a message and I gotten two different answers. I just need to get an official one. And they were like, well, no, you have to buy the house outright. The house has to be completed so you can move in. Well, then, and then I was like, well, what if I want to build a house? But then someone goes, oh yeah, you can. But then I got told, no, it has to be built. So I'm like, I can't tell these guys to build it with no money in mind, and then you get the money later. I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. So I'm going to find out. And then plus, do I have to still go through a realtor because they have to do all the costs or anything? I'm hoping I don't have to deal with it because I'm building it myself, and then do all the taxes. It's going to be on my father's land. Only thing we're arguing now is where I'm allowed to put it, and it's the sea containers, and they're really nice. If you guys look them up, sea containers converted into houses. and you'll look at them. Some of them look really, really nice. And that's something I'm going to introduce you guys for our shows, half-hour shows. I'm going to throw in my highlights and what I'm going to be doing and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that I can do myself, like the flooring and stuff like that. And it's real inexpensive when you go, and I've got a lot of trees that are fell down, so I just got to get them cut and sized and all that to make them fit, so I can put epoxy in them and put lighting, so it could be like a nice lighting that's coming from the floor itself and stuff like that. LEDs with marble and stuff. So that's my plan, to make my home unique. So that's what I'm doing. So that's why I was hastily making sure our trees were removed after the hurricane. And I told my dad, this damn thing isn't going to move once it's anchored to the cement. So, and of course you got to have all these damn insurance people. They want to make sure you're doing it up to code and everything. I'm like, yeah, it's not a big deal. So like I said, anybody asks any questions, they want to know, I think you have to have it at least, I don't remember what the credit score is. I think in the 600s, or 550 at least. I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't even ask that because I already know I qualify. I'm at 650 right now. My goal is to be at 700 by the time I actually get this. So hopefully it'll be about March that I find out about my Social Security disability, and that I can start doing it from there, or pay for it all by myself. So, and then of course, we'll have what I'm going to do is actually make a spot for us so that we can, if we start designing shirts, that I could easily screen press. We can make screen press shirts. I can do that. You just got to buy the stuff to do it. So, and that's one of the things I want to hopefully get ourselves into. So you go, here's a design, I copy it, I screen press it, and do it from there. So, and then it gives you, and your wifey does the approval.
All right. That is good. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I saw them, on eBay. They got screen presses. You can get the deluxe ones for 600. You can actually go lower. I saw one for 200, but you do each one, and then you let it out. If it's multicolored, so I'm either going to do only 2 or 3 colors only. Mainly probably just 2 colors. So because it's going to be done by hand, and it's all going to be 100% made in the USA. And then we'll box them up and we'll ship them out. So we'll go from there. And if I can actually get playing cards made by myself, if I had stuff that's in storage up in Baltimore still, I could actually do them ourselves. But I'm gonna see about what they do for get professionally done. I don't want to be lax when it comes to that, because I want to make sure high quality stuff is going to be for the pins, coins, casino, the chips, and everything. So, but the shirts will be for, hopefully I can get down and make it for us. And some of them might go for the distressed look and all that kind of stuff. I like those things.
Oh yeah, looks good. Looks good. All right, so can you see it?
Yeah.
All right, so this is a possible logo for us. I know I showed you before the show.
Oh, of course, but these people haven't seen it.
Yeah. So I was going by service colors. I did the navy by the Annapolis. Because I mean, if you look, what is really navy colors? I mean, If I was gonna do it by the fleet, it would have to be blue and gray. So
So you threw in the Coast Guard in there too?
yeah, did you see that one?
The orange, way
Yeah,
at the bottom with the last one.
yeah, last one. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I don't need
definitely want to.
I
I
don't need
definitely want to do that one. If there's anybody that's in the Coast Guard, they have any Coast Guard shut the fuck, Carl? Go ahead and send them too, because it's like all branches of service. So
Yeah, I just hope no one gives me flack for the Coast Guard. It's like
they're
I get it. We're in a
uh,
time of peace. They're now in the Department of Transportation.
no, they're not. They're still part of Department of Homeland Security.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
even.
permanent. I remember before 9/11, myself and Sergeant Cuban, we were in Seattle. I was a recruiter, and we went to a a Coast Guard installation in Seattle, and there was a colonel there, and he was a Coast Guard colonel, and he goes, "Aren't you supposed to salute me, soldiers?" And Sergeant Cuban, with a stern face, goes, "United States Army does not recognize the Department of Transportation." And he just like looked like someone came over and just deflated one of those punching those it was a punching bag, the
Uh-huh.
ones you blow up with the sand on the bottom. He just looked deflated, like, oh. And I knew that too, which was funny. And I was like, damn, man, you didn't have to like pop his bubble, but it was something pretty funny. And then of course after 9/11, after a couple, I don't remember if it was like a year after. Did you fall asleep? You son
No,
of a bitch.
you know who is asleep?
Who snores?
Yes.
Your wife?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But that was just pretty sad. That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
Um, so, yeah, I think it was after a year. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Now they're a permanent part of Homeland Security. So, so
Well,
now you got to salute them and give them high fives and stuff like that. But some of them, they deserve it. I saw them when I was in Iraq. I thought that was very unusual for them to be there.
yeah,
But they
yeah.
were they were there mainly for looking to uh, do port security and
Yep. And
do
Derrick security for the Derricks on out at sea. Out
yeah. And then they did, what were they doing? Customs. Yeah, they
yes.
act as customs as well. So
And they were helping train the customs out there.
a
When I
lot of
went
stuff.
when I went to Bahrain, our we had a whole team, whole leadership team out there at the Fifth Fleet, and so
Bahrain.
I'd
I
always
always
ask the
wanted.
senior chief. I'm
I
like,
always wanted.
oh yeah, you would love it.
It's all right.
Maybe we can turn that into a trip.
No,
We'll get $5,000 together. We'll go out to Bahrain. We'll get fucked up.
no, thanks. I'd rather just do that here and go to New York or something. Get fucked up. I don't need to
Well,
do it in a foreign country and find out that we make the news because we're too stupid.
I'll tell
Last
you,
time I came here, I didn't need a passport, just like that old man did for
right?
France when or Normandy, and they were like, "Well, where's your passport?" And he goes, "When I came here the first time, I didn't need no goddamn passport." And they landed on Normandy. I was like, "That was brilliant." I was like, I can say the same thing. Last time I came here, I didn't need a goddamn passport.
Yeah, I didn't need a passport going to Bahrain.
Yeah, no, we didn't. Our military IDs did the trick. We were there for official business.
The only one was UAE. So to go to Jabal Ali in the UAE, you
Hmm.
need a passport.
Really?
Yeah, it's considered a collateral duty.
Hmm.
It's
Or
I mean, it's weird. Yeah, it's fucking crazy because I mean, it's a unknown, unnamed place that with the duties being unknown and unnamed, and then they gave you a fucking per diem. You live like a fucking star, and then you got to go
damn,
back to a shithole like Bahrain.
I wouldn't know what Bahrain was like.
Well, no, it's funny because they all come back fucking looking like. So the guys who went to Jabali, right, in the UAE, where that big ass fucking mall is and all that shit, they fucking come back and they're like, oh, they're like, yeah, we all tried to fucking do an about face, get back on the plane and get back to that station. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I know, but you guys fucked up and let intelligence leak out.
Yeah, the only place that I considered was a Disneyland-esque was Kuwait because they had fireworks. They were celebrating. They got to wear civilian clothes. They didn't have to worry about light and noise discipline at night and stuff like that. I'm like, this is awesome. I couldn't believe it. And then of course I went up downrange, and we get to Anaconda, and then we're driving the road to Baghdad airport, and that kind of stuff, and we see, what our places looked like and everything. And then I got to Scania, the littlest, biggest gas station in Iraq for the military. So, we got to go do that. And then when we were hearing words like people would commit suicide over there in Kuwait, we're like, why? Because they couldn't get that girl they wanted. I don't. What the hell? I mean, I couldn't understand. And I don't know if it was true or not. We just hear words about it, and I got to spend 2 weeks before I got to be sent home because we were washing down vehicles, and it was nice, but I didn't have civilian clothes. But it was weird not walking around with our full protective gear, our weapons, and all that, because someone would stay and watch it, and I wasn't used to not. I was sleeping in a building instead of a tent. It was weird. It was like, wow, this is wild. And then right in the distance, you saw a Ferris wheel. They were throwing parties. The locals were, and you could go over there. And then there was this place further out. It was dunes, and you could always see these high-end four-wheel vehicles going around. I was like, wow, that freaks me out. That's just so awesome, you know. So.
Uh, let's see.
Oh, I did get another gift from one of my friends. That's
Oh,
those are
nice.
nice because he knows that I like Incredible Hulk and Iron Man Hulk Buster. So he got it for me. It actually lights up. That thing's
Oh,
pretty
nice.
pretty badass. I asked him how much it cost so I can pay him back. He goes, no, no, no. Actually, it was half off, and I used your codes and your credits. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, I got into your stuff and it was there. So after you showed me the site, and I go, okay, so I guess it's fair enough. So,
So it seems that you already paid for it.
yeah, all he said he paid was I think $60, and it's over 400 and something, so it came out, and I had 200 something worth of points, and he was like, yeah, I'll do that for him. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, you had enough to do that. The only thing I really had to pay for, because it wasn't free, was shipping. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, thank you, bro. He goes, yeah, thanks for letting me borrow your profile on that site so that I could do that. It's from Sideshow Collectibles, and he was like,
Okay.
boop. Yes, Nurse Chivy. Yeah, he's a good friend of ours. I've known him since, gosh, for over 11 years, and I bailed him out quite a few times.
Mm.
when we were active duty. So
You gotta love it, you know?
hmm so other than that, everything else is fine. I'm still hopeful that that I can get my act together and get things taken care of, and we can get this done.
Oh,
And hopefully, starting soon, I'll be more. I'll admit it. I don't like watching myself on there because it's weird. It's like I don't recognize myself. I'm like that dog has to turn its head to the side when I see it. I have to get used to that so I can watch it, and then I'm going to start sharing it with my other friends that are prior service as well. You know,
I mean, think of it like I always think of it like a exercise in psychology because I watch the videos on my part sometimes, and I'm like, wow, I'm like that fucking sucks. I'm really freaked out. I'm like, I don't ever notice it when I'm doing it, you
you
know?
seem you seem cool as a cucumber every time you're on.
Oh yeah, well I look at my eyes and when my eyes go wide and I'm start foaming at the mouth, I'm like, yeah, that anxiety is coming out.
Yeah, today I decided to not take my anti was it anxiety meds so I can see how well I can do it, see how long I can last. So, but I'm keeping myself busy, you know. So, and of course, going off the cuff again because I really don't do scripts yet. Sorry, guys. I will eventually, so I can at least bring up good points. But I am doing pretty well just balancing off of Heath here, the host of the show, and me just being the co-host. I can just sit there and sip that coffee. Liberal tears, drink that liberal tears.
All right, there, Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. Oh, I love him. I love him.
Yeah, he is a great
So
guy.
yeah. So and then what's his nuts? Who just got put in jail for 3 years? The lawyer
Oh, Killer.
for commander in chief. Yeah, I was laughing. I'm like, dude, man, it's a little late now to be upfront and honest.
Fuck it.
you know, you will enjoy it. You know, I'm watching. I'm going to see how his is going. I'm still wanting to know. I do want to know about the farmer bro that got put in jail for raising up the AIDS drug to $700 a pill. I keep forgetting to look him up, because I love seeing people fall from grace and get slammed into jail, and put in jail. But we'll find out. It's not like Jared from Subways where he was a celebrity and somebody went over there and beat the crap out of him so, when he got put in jail. So, but that's pretty much for me on that. I don't have a timer, so I don't know how far we got into.
I don't either, so I just go with it until. Sorry, guys. I couldn't come up with anything within the whole week, and usually I get inspiration when I surf the web. I'm not understanding this. It
Yeah.
is it is crazy.
For me, it was raining the whole time, so I just slept. I just wanted to just sleep most of the time. So that's my inspiration. I was like, screw that. I'll send an email, make a phone call. That's all the work I need for the show. That's it.
That's
That's
pretty
exactly
much
what I did.
it's pretty much how we do this.
Yeah.
If we
Yeah.
need to connect about, can we do this? Our business meetings are what? A phone call,
Text messages.
this, just we don't record.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much the business meetings right there.
You were texting me last night while I was trying to go to sleep. I was trying to go to bed early, and I was like, okay, thumbs up. Whatever, dude. You could do it. You're the boss.
Well,
That's what I was thinking.
that's why
I.
you see this right here? So you take the phone and you
Mhm.
put it over here, and if you hear anything, just leave it alone. Just
Yeah, I don't want to do that because I get phone calls that from people that needs my help and stuff. And there's a civilian that her name is, we nickname her Lizzie Chan, and she has very bad psychological problems and stuff like that. So she's been a good friend since 2008. So, and I told her, I said, anytime you need a call or text me, you can't sleep, or she's suicidal, always contact me if because she's always goes to the hospital when she does. It's really bad. But she usually just talks to me, or I talk to her, and she calms down, so. And then she
Well, if you
realized,
all right, if you see my messenger icon, just swipe it down to the X. So every time it pops up, just swipe it down to the X, just like that.
nah, I don't do that. But your phone is broken anyway, so who cares?
I've been using my computer.
Yeah, but you
So
can't
I
take your
left
computer
it.
everywhere. Go to the
No,
mall.
I can't. That would be
Yeah,
awesome, though.
that bag of phone.
Well, we got a screen protector for it, so we're afraid to try it. Just put the screen protector on it, put it into a case, and then try it out that way. Because it's ripping up the bag, man. The screen's ripping up that bag.
Yeah, because it's sharp. Put the screen protector on it. So when you're done, put the screen protector on it. So.
I'm a man, baby. I'll have her do it.
All right. Well, that's it for me, guys.
All right, guys. Remember that this will be on YouTube. Once January 1st comes, or January 2nd, I will start putting this a week behind for the podcast. The reason why is because if you noticed, I put 2 episodes same week. I will never do that again. So on the 2nd, I'll do episode 5. The week after that, I'll do episode 6. So yeah, we're at 6.
Sounds good.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Also, we do have the email. Again, it's Vet Talk podcast1@gmail.com. I always put it in the description at the bottom, at the last. But that is our functioning email for this podcast. All right. Also, we got the Facebook page, Vet Talk. Me and Mike are administrators, so please post a review. There is a review part on there. Post a review.
Pictures, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not for the page, it's for the podcast. It's a way for us to monitor how we're doing. And don't forget to share. Share the podcast.
And, if you're going to put something on there, we're going to assume it's consensual that we can share. So don't get upset if you put a picture up there and go, oh, it was meant for you guys. Well, and of course, keep it clean so that he won't get in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't care if I get in trouble. So.
You know what? I mean, if we do, I was thinking that, what I was thinking about was once we get it rolling with the shirts, once the pins come out, once we can get the business actually going up on the business side, then once we have the website up and running and doing the whole monthly on that, if we ever get banned from YouTube, we can always put that on the site under videos. So we can always do this on the site.
Okay. Well, I'm good to go, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for
your
watching.
Co-host, Mike Benge, and the host,
Heath Ryan Doi.
Doi. I never like saying that.
It's an ancient Japanese tribe. Thank you very much.
I know, Doi. I'm half Japanese, man. But I just like, every time I hear it, I want to just go, Doi.
Everyone
Yeah,
does.
like, does. Yeah.
Everyone does.
That's your lot in life.
Hey,
Enjoy it.
it's all right.
All right,
It's
brother.
okay.
I'm out. Peace.
All
Love
right.
you guys. And
Have a good
remember,
one, guys.
if there's any help you guys need, put the questions out there. If there is a medical need, please consult with the 1-800 numbers for suicide. Always gotta talk about that because we're always reading about them. All right. For once, I would like it to see the number to be a 0 for one day, or at least 1 week. So, but unfortunately, we get over 100 a week. So that's why it's always called 22 a day. So just do me a favor, guys. Reach out. It's okay. Girls too. It's okay. Even if you have to break down and cry, because I did. All right. So don't be like me. All right. Peace out, guys. Love you. Talk to you
All right.
later.
Have a good
And
one, guys.
Nurse Chibi says bye bye. So, all right.
All right.